Hello, back with a message for the collective. This is full moon energy. Okay, so I did pull these cards on this Saturday. You will be seeing this on Sunday. And in other readings I did over the weekend, the Seven of Wands has come out in the same position, and the Five of Wands was always close by. So if you listen to tarot, you know this is not new news during the cycles. The spiritual world is very alive and well, and when you notice things and you wonder why, that is why we've been separated from cycles. We've forgotten our heritage. Okay. In the heart of the situation, we do have the Seven of Wands. It has to do with protection, holding your ground, having the higher ground, having to defend your position. For the whole reading, that's the heart of the situation. In the challenge, we do have the Five of Wands. So perhaps some sort of squabble. Maybe your energy has been scattered through noise, which is a lot how these energies work, right? They depending on who you are, they will if they send entities, like entities know what's inside you, and they'll wait for the perfect time to pick you at your weakness. In the subconscious, we have the Devil card underneath the Moon card. I just saw that. Now my layout's a little bit different, but it's still 12 cards. In the past, you could have had equal exchange of some sort, either getting paid fairly for something or you being in a position to pay someone. In the present moment, I do see that you're in an Empress, a very sensual, abundant energy, loving, but also restrictive. Like not everyone gets access. And then in the second row, we've got some poo. We got the lying, cheating card. We've got someone in some sort of broken state. We have a painful ending, and we have the Moon. We'll get into that separately. And the two outcomes, we have celebration and we have the King of Pentacles. I was brushing up on my esoteric skills, and the gentleman was saying how if the court cards are individual energies, right, like not so archetypal and not so everyday like the pick cards, if these are people, like the King of Pentacles, like has arrived. Like once you become the King of Pentacles in your life, I mean, you could become the King of Pentacles in your life, be, have a legacy and like, that sort of thing, and not necessarily be an emperor, but that's pretty much the end of the tarot. Like, I mean, if you're an emperor, if you're, if you have the largest kingdom in whatever capacity, like, you don't get much better than that. But like in each area of our lives, this is what we strive for, right? Okay, let's get into this. Holy Spirit, tell me more about the Seven of Wands. What is this Seven of Wands about? Ooh. Okay, I'm being told to keep this upright. We have the Sun card. Let me look at this closer. This is a unique deck because the tarot veils things, and this deck unveils things. I like the Hangman one. It's like it reminds me of that song, Rolling Down in the Deep. Like a astronaut in the ocean. Okay. So it shows a roller coaster. Oh yeah, that is a thrill. It shows the original Sun card on a roller coaster. That pure joy and excitement. Okay. Also talks about like your inner child. So you can't be your true authentic self if you neglect that part of you, right? A child isn't judgmental. I'm being told that the fence in the original card is like the illusion of separation, and that the inner child moves past that, like they don't even acknowledge it. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. Ace of Cups. So so you've got this archetypal energy around you of perhaps something that could make you very happy, either spiritually, it could be personal love. It could also be creativity. It could be also intuition. Tell me more about this energy. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm being told it's in the upright. Because I don't see anything. I don't see anything in the cards anyways to indicate anything else. The Fool, that's hilarious. A politician and the clown face. Wow. Okay, so we have 7 and 19 is 26 and 27. Ooh. Equals 11. Justice. Maybe somebody committed a foolish act, but you're being seen as innocent. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. All the way up. You know, that's very interesting. 5 to the 9. Okay. So you're very strong, although something may be trying to scatter your energies. And actually, if we think of the Seven of Wands, he is outnumbered, and it's very unfair. But I don't see that's getting you down in any way. Like, you're fighting the good fight, you're protected. You're guarded, you're strong. With the Nine of Wands here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. I don't use these cards enough. It's funny, like, we see the regular image, and then we see, like, a military person in the insert, right? Like, it's legit a spiritual war. More wand energy. All wands in the challenge. That's a lot of fire. So 7 and 9 is 16 tower. Okay. So what I'm getting from these two is that, so the Two of Wands talks about, it's called Lord of Dominion, right? And he's making plans. He may be a little bit disappointed. He may be making a decision. He may be making, like I said, making plans is the big one. But if you notice, he's waiting in line. So he's making plans. He sees something up ahead, and there's also somebody behind him. I think one of the secrets of this card is that sometimes there's somebody whispering in their ear. I think it's very interesting that this artist decided to illustrate in that way. So there could be a tower around you, but you're fine. Tell me more about this energy and the challenge. Maybe that's why you're discontent, because okay, so you're in this abundant energy. You're very abundant and fruitful. This is also the energy in the heart of the situation. So you could be planning to birth something new. Now, the devil in the subconscious. What is this? Holy Spirit, what is this energy in the subconscious, please? Whoa! Knight of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign. What else could it be? The devil in the subconscious. I mean, there could be a little bit of toxicity, or maybe contracts, maybe work. This is very matrixy energy, right? Like, this is my major arcana, so I don't take like a, I don't take the surface level meaning of it ever. I could be talking to an earth sign. Maybe something could be trying to slow you down. But this is like the diligent, slow-moving knight. Like, it's not about immediate gratification. Although there's a lot of fire, which fire is almost as fast as the swords. And like, it's the very first kingdom, right? Like, will comes before earth, physical. Tell me more about this energy in the subconscious. 8 of Cups. Maybe you walked away from old ways of being. This image is cute. It's a bunch of people on a it kind of reminds me of two things. It reminds me of people on a skyscraper top having a party. It also reminds me of a boat. That kind of reminds me of a plank, and someone's just jumping off like, see ya. Like, this is totally not my vibe. Tell me more about this energy in the subconscious. You could be thinking about hard work. and you're not going with the crowd. Interesting. More cups. The devil could mean hard work. Again, in the subconscious, slow and diligent, walking away from what no longer serves. And the Four of Cups. This is interesting. She's holding her head up above water. It looks to be like an airport. Okay, so the Four of Cups also talks about like being emotionally desensitized, feeling so much, being maybe a little disappointed. It really talks about the emotional battle. And sometimes it can also talk about like ignoring immediate gratification for something that you're building larger. So it could be very uncomfortable, right? Especially when you have people around you going, come on, come on, come on. So 15, 16, 24, and 4 is 28. 28 days. You definitely could have let go of some sort of toxicity and opted for doing things the right way, quote unquote. The short and narrow path, right? Okay. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this energy in the past. What is this Six of Pentacles? Okay, we have the Emperor. So, in the past, you could have had like financial stability, I'm getting. A fair giving and receiving. Being in control. Maybe self-discipline as well. Emperor talks about controlling yourself and therefore controlling your environment. Tell me more about the Six. I just saw the Ace of Swords. Sometimes what you have. Okay. So the Emperor also talks about like being at the peak of physical strength. And 10 Wands could be, I mean, it's all the fire. We did have a lot of fire here in the beginning in the challenge. In the past, you could have been heavily burdened. 20, Divine Judgment. Someone could have tried to give you more burdens than you can handle. But divine justice, like, it was seen. We have the World card here. So there was an ending to that. It is in the past. Someone could have betrayed you as well. Oh no, wait, this is 40. This is 40. 20 and 21 is 41. Okay, 41. 14 backwards. Whatever this was in the past, it could have been a lot of burdens. You've closed out the cycle and started anew. Okay. Okay. In the present moment, you're in Empress energy. You're in abundant energy. You're in creative energy. Also got something about connected to the earth and like the physical representation of abundance is like plants growing everywhere. In the future, you could be. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is very interesting. Apparently, it's like a profound card. Like, you ever notice how with like young people, like they're so innocent, they're so pure that they literally have the possibilities. They're like unlimited. They just need like a little bit of help. And the Princess of Discs is the element of earth, so it's like bringing something into manifestation. So the whole kingdom is literally contained in the seed that she's holding. It's better than the Ace of Pentacles, because this is announcing the start of that, the focus on that, the first real signs of the Ace. In the influence, we have Seven of Swords. Nobody likes to see that. We'll clarify that in a minute. It doesn't have to be somebody in your energy. It could actually be. We have to try not to other this information. Look clearly within us and see if we are being deceptive in any way, even if it's to ourselves. And in hopes and fears, something could be broken. We did have equal balance pay, so you could be fearing not having enough. Wow. Okay. So clarifying the Empress, we have the Ten of Cups. So you're presently in fantastic energy. Try not to dwell on your fears, because you could manifest them by the amount of focus you're putting on it. Ten Cups could be family. It could also be connected to everything, because the Empress is a nurturer, they're a provider. But they're also, don't forget, they're on the pillar of mercy. Sometimes, on severity. Sometimes they have to restrict access in order to birth something new, in order for the happy fairy tale ending, right? Some sort of change equals 13. The Death card. Tell me more. Tell me more. Something about celebration. The Three of Cups is actually out here in the outcome as well. So you're enjoying some sort of abundance, because the Three of Cups also talks about, yikes, that looks kind of creepy. This looks like a New Year's celebration, but the outside image shows like the mess of the party afterwards, after too much indulgence. I'm not getting that. I tend to look at this card very closely because of the flip side of it. I don't want to overlook any negative connotations, because that's the kind of stuff that blindsides us. But it does look like you're celebrating. You're abundant, you're connected to others. And it could be like you're celebrating. Oh, I just realized that the Three of Cups belongs to the Three Sephira, so it's very much about the senses. Tell me more. Tell me more. We have the Ace of Wands. So presently, maybe you're celebrating a passionate new beginning. Let's see here. 13, 16. Someone could be in a tower. 17. Someone could be in a tower because so this equals 17, the star Aquarius. You could be a healer, you could be in the limelight. The star card also talks about giving love, not just receiving love, without expectation of receiving anything. This could be your passionate new beginning. You realize that your happiness is connected to others. Okay. What is this Page of Pentacles in the future? Holy Spirit, tell me about this Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Tower. equals 17 again. I just saw the moon card. The Tower talks about some sort of truth disrupting some sort of system. Holy Spirit, tell me more about the Page of Pentacles and the Tower. Knight of Swords. So this hasn't happened yet. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles talks about focus, concentration. Totally enveloped by something. Maybe you're learning something that's going to disrupt others. Knight of Swords, you could interesting. You've been moving at a pretty moderate pace, and then all of a sudden we have this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the fastest knight. He's very focused. He's very determined. (16, 17, 18). What is this energy, Holy Spirit? What's hidden if we're permitted to know? All the way out, please. Interesting. So the Three of Pentacles shows another tower-like structure. Ouch. I kind of feel like, especially the Page of Pentacles being next to the Empress, you're birthing something. You're birthing something. A tower is coming. Someone could see that this is coming. Either someone from a group yeah. Three of Pentacles. Look, this looks like the Tower of Babel. And that's what happens when Spirit shows up, right? So in the future, you could bring a tower. Equals 21, end of cycle. Okay, and the influence, we have this Seven of Swords. What is this Seven of Swords about? The Moon card keeps popping out. What? That's an interesting That's an interesting conversation. Conversation. I blurt things out sometimes that don't make sense, but that's how spirit communicates sometimes. In the influence, there could be. This doesn't have to be someone lying, cheating, and stealing. This could also be like you ever notice like a new business idea and you think, oh, that was clever, right? But until something was ready, like it wasn't in everyone's face until it was officially launched. Otherwise, someone could steal the idea. And in truth and fact, sometimes before a patent gets made official, there will be competitors that pop up because they want to ride this wave. The Knight of Cups follows their heart. So this may not be a malicious thing. I wonder why I blurted out conversation. The Knight of Cups is bringing a cup of love, whatever that is. It could even be like a lending ear, right? But there's something that perhaps is not in everybody's face. It could be in your head, in your imagination, maybe. I'm thinking of the Seven Sephira and how that connects to the Chariot and the link between emotion, imagination, and logic, conscious mind. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me more. Nine of Wands again. You could be guarding your heart too. You're a strong person, but it's like you're protecting your soft heart. You know that you must protect it. Protect something by hiding it and by guarding it. You're a strong person. I think this is strategy. Holy Spirit, tell me more about the Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups. Ooh. Okay, I can't leave this here. There's some sort of, I heard, relationship in the influence. You could protecting, someone could be coming with a cup of love. It's not in everyone's face. The lovers could be a very close contract. I'm going to get one more clarifier on this. Tell me more about the lovers. Whoa, that was clear. All right, Spirit says that's the truth. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. I'm also getting something about spiritual title. I just saw the Hierophant. Okay. All right. Okay, hopes and fears. I'm going to put this Ace of Swords back in the deck. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Five of Pentacles. Something could be clarifying the Five of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. You could be going within. I'm not getting that. 1 second, please. I'm not getting that. Let's get a couple more. You could be being vigilant. You could be going within. This is just hopes and fears. So, tell me more. Hold on, it's interesting. The Hierophant card has like a. It's funny how the Hierophant, you know, he's very religious, but like inside that, it either looks like a hippie or a pagan. So, and realize that even not having a system is a system, right? Kind of like not wanting to have desire is a desire, right? I like these cards. Like I said, there is something about 5. It came out earlier. Like even 14 and 5 is 19. The Sun. Huh. Hopes and fears. There's something here about 5 of Pentacles. There, something could be broken about some sort of. I'm getting religious structure. Also important is that the Hierophant and the Tower belong to the same Sephira. Okay, let's just get one more. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Earth. We've got the Virgo card, the Taurus card, and Queen of Pentacles could be several earth signs. It is highly associated with Capricorn. This one's Taurus, and like I said, that one's Virgo. But this is just hopes and fears. Equals 20, divine judgment. You're thinking practical about something. You could be looking within. You could be consulting the keys to the kingdom. Well, just you might know what that is. I'm just gonna leave it there because it's kind of vague. And it's going to be different for other people. Like I said, you could just be worried. It's called worry. 5 of Pentacles is being broke. It can be being sick. You know, when something wears down, that's the Five of Pentacles, you know. All right. In the lens, there's a lot hidden. What could be hidden? Oh, that shares the seventh Sephira. It talks about hidden things. It could talk about fears or feelings. Holy Spirit, clarify the moon card in the lens. The lens is the moon card. Is it because you are purposely hiding something? Holy Spirit, tell me more about the moon card, or somebody is. Two of Cups. It looks like you're protecting a relationship or a partnership. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it might be, because it came out in the influence. Holy Spirit, tell me more about, all the way out, please. I don't think Spirit wants to tell me, because it's the moon card again. We're going to leave that one there for whatever reason. You're protecting, it looks like, a relationship as you build something. Okay, in the environment. In the environment, we have a painful ending. What is this painful ending, please? I have to point out that the Devil Reverse came out. I'm not taking it, but in the environment, someone could be trying to end a new opportunity. Tell me more. Man, that's ugly. Okay. So it seems to me like this might not be someone that you know at all. This is a collective read. But you never know. Sometimes the people closest to you are your biggest haters. Someone could be trying to end a new business opportunity, and they could be trying to put you in the Five of Pentacles. This was in the hopes and fears. Some relationship and energy came in here too, so somebody could be trying to break up a union as well. This could be what's hidden under the moon. This is the lens that someone's looking through. One more for the Ten of Swords in the environment. Seven of Wands, exactly. You're protected, you're protecting your sovereignty, basically. You know that you need to protect your assets and like your emotional well-being is also an asset. Your partnerships is also an important asset. Holy Spirit, please clarify this Three of Cups. Please clarify. Interesting. If you remember earlier when I was clarifying the Empress, the Three of Cups came out. The 10 and then the 3. It's like you're exiting. It's like you're exiting. This can also be like friends, right? Association. It could even be family that, you know, blood is not. The full saying is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So, you know, sometimes you can't trust your family as much as you would like to, you know. This could be a group of friends. See how there's a party going on here, a celebration, and he's exiting. You could be walking away from a friends group, or you might not even know who these people are. I just see that whatever this energy is, you've exited. Tell me more. All the way out, please. Tell me more. All the way out, please. All the way out, please. You're leaving something behind and starting something new. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Again, closing out a cycle with the World card. 3 and 8 is 11, 12. And 21 is 33. This is also a portal. So 33, you've ascended past whatever this energy is. Okay, tell me more about this King of Discs. Tell me more about all the way out, please. Okay. You could be dealing with a Virgo, definitely. Earth sign, all the earth signs came out, but the Hermit has come out twice. You could also be a Capricorn now that I think about it. You could be, in the final outcome, the King of Pentacles is a stable person. It's a generous person. It's someone who can relax now and enjoy the fruits of their labor after people try to knock them down. We also got the Hermit over here with the Five of Pentacles. Somebody was trying to ruin something for you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Something could be coming in fast. Notice how there's a paper airplane right there. Someone could be coming in fast. Somebody could be traveling. That's 18. Make sure whatever messages you get in, you pay attention to them, big and small. Eight of Wands talks about communication. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. I'm getting that you're getting control of yourself and your life. Okay. All right. Let's get an oracle message for the collective. Happy new moon, everyone. I hope this message helped. Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. Messages for the collective, please. Challenges. You're being pushed to repeat patterns for the sake of expansion. Reflect on past lessons and integrate by making better choices each day. Know better, do better. All right, let's just get one more. Okay. Holy Spirit, one more message. One more message, please, for the collective. What does the collective need to know right now? All the way out, please. What message does the collective need to know right now? Ooh. Someone could be irresponsible. Maybe counter intention. Dreading the responsibilities that come with achievement is sabotaging your progress. Confront your fear and start welcoming the potential for success. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave this message here. I hope it helped you. Thank you.